this video. There is a lot of miscommunication when it comes to entities of Minecraft, and what I'm going to show you is a world where entities and players coexist. That is a friend of mine's house. That is my man's build, so that has nothing to do with it. That's my man's build. That's all our builds. That's ours. The water there is not. That leads to Entity Lunar's base. We don't know much about them, but they are a entity, of course. Some of the builds I'm going to show you. We do not, of course, have the resources. Yes, this is a peaceful world, but we have no snow, so there's no way of we getting snow. So that's another entity, which is Snowy. They have a house over there, including Null. This is a shrine for the entities, and it goes down through the underground, and it connects with my cave base. So I'm going to show you guys my builds. That's my man's builds. The bridge over there was my man's. These are my builds. See, I'm not great with architecture, not a great builder, but it happens. It works. So, my man, he's a good builder when he puts his mind to it, but honestly, the stuff I'm going to show you would have taken us maybe weeks-ish. Also, yes, this was not our doing either. This was Snowy. So, I cannot show, because of Null, I cannot show the full of this temple. Even though this is an entity shrine for all the entities, including Herobrine. Yes, he's actually good. And yet, people see him as bad. He's not. He's just described to be bad because that's what other darker entities want people to believe. But he's actually good. This was Noel's doing. She likes to screw around with my base. That's my doing. So most of this stuff is my doing. Obviously, this is not. This is all my build. I've just changed it up over the years. Hi, birds. Still gotta put those guys up. This is our doing, but the golden apples here, god apples. I will say, in a normal Minecraft world, and no, there are no cheats on this world. No one has operator except for my sister's boyfriend. So no one can actually get into creative mode, so these god apples were given to us by Noel. And then this is my own path. I've been digging because I'm making a road all the way 10,000 blocks the other way. And then this is part of the entity shrine. This is one of Noel's builds. She's been, and yes, Noel's actually a she. She's been in this realm for quite a while because I invited her to it. This is also gonna be a realm where other entities can basically come and roam or come and hang out. All this I'm not sure if you can place these on here, so that's an unknown to me. So this entire build was her creation, not mine. I have no bees, so this is not me either. No one in this realm has bees except for this one place. I believe this is a maze. And then this leads to nowhere, of course. And then this. We don't have a lot of obsidian. I may have netherite armor and tools and such, but there's no way I'd go out in the world and just simply find all of this. There's no way. So, if anybody has seen Andrew Gaming's YouTube videos, this is one of his wells. Although I think the wood's supposed to be on that side, but it's whatever. So here is the entity highway. There are other wells where other entities can come into the world. Just all nice, so pretty. This would probably take me maybe a few months. And then we have this giant ass room, which is just filled to the brim with crying obsidian. Which, I'm not sure how you make it, but there's a lot of it. And then this is the Entity Armory. So, now, here's the thing. In Minecraft, I've only heard of a few entities, which is Null, 303, and Herobrine. There are other entities I've heard of, but I thought, those are just probably hoax. This is just probably an entire hoax, yada yada yada. But no, there are actually others. And I actually ended up pissing one off because I destroyed a well, and it didn't go so well, so I had to fix it so I wouldn't, well, be haunted for the rest of my existence. So we got Snowy. She is a entity of snow, which is my favorite. We got Null herself. She is actually not bad, although I did ask her if she wanted to go troll other servers and such in the future when I got a PC, because I'm on console. Then we've got 303. I saw his skin, and it's 100% the real thing. Lunar, that's the one with the high base. I don't know if they're a male or female, or if they're just an it. And then we come over here. We've got Creepy Fox. Didn't know this was an entity, so this one's new to me. This one doesn't have a sign. This one's for 001, the one entity I accidentally pissed off in this world, by the way. We move over here. No one in this one. Then we got Smiley. This entity here is from Andrew Gaming's YouTube. And I actually have some recordings or what I've saved of us helping Smiley and helping him break free. So he's no longer stuck, he's actually free. Although the other person that was friends with Andrew wanted to stay with Andrew. So wherever Andrew goes in Minecraft world, he will be protected by his friend. I don't remember his friend's name, but he will be. And then as we come over here, we've got, of course, Herobrine. He is actually not bad. The only reason why people see him as bad is because other darker entities have made him look bad. But in reality, Herobrine himself is actually a really good dude. He actually wants to protect the players instead of harming them. None of these have really anything in them. But yeah, these, I mean, one of the entities, including 001, and I think something Foxy over here. Creepy Foxy. Creepy Foxy I don't know about. I never knew that was an entity until Noel showed me. And 001 is an entity that likes to make fun or have fun with Herobrine's skin. I think the skin's called Dismemberment or something, but he likes to mess around with Hero, and I think that's funny. So yes, all the entities every Minecraft player has known or heard of, they are all in this realm. Well, majority of the good ones anyway. I've asked Null that she only allow good entities and not ones that would corrupt the world. There's not a lot I can go into detail about the things she has told me, but as far as I can tell you all, and the people that do watch this, entities are not as bad as you may think. I mean, hell, I literally have some of the entities in this realm. So this is the main entrance. We are nowhere near these. This was all new when this server came out. This realm came out way before even Netherite stuff came out. Or when Netherite didn't need a template to make. You just slap it into its tool thing. So this is more lapis, more gold. That's probably a tomb, I'm not sure. So this leads back to the area, the main area. But yes, this is my world, or my sister's realm is now a hub for entities. And you know what? I don't care. I love it. I love to have entities as friends. I mean, I was an a-hole or a douchebag to them in the beginning, but after I've understood what they've gone through, I've realized that they probably had a harder time in life than I did. So, it's just like, there's no way that this was made by a player, because no one on this server that has recollection knows that this exists except for me, my boyfriend, and Null herself, as well as all the other entities. No one knows that this area in the world exists except for me and my man. So yes, this is a world or a realm of entities. And the only ones that can get in are the ones that we allow. And because people don't understand what entities are or their significance, they are kind of people that, in their case, they want to help others. They do. But everybody just sees them as evil. Now, they can mess around, they can have fun, they can mess with things, but in all reality, they're actually good. Well, majority and the ones I've talked to. So, it's like, you can't just say that, oh, all entities are bad, Herobrine's bad, Null's bad. They're not. They just love messing with people. They really, really do. And if you want more further proof, I will show Null's base. Unfortunately, I cannot show them themselves because they are camera shy. They don't like. I've tried before in the past to live stream, but every time I have, they've just never appeared. They don't want to be seen, although that contradicts Null because she actually appeared on one of, what's his name? If you guys heard of that, Dondi or whatever, I can't remember his, it's Ligar, there we go, Ligar. He was throwing a stream of people being able to join into his server, and Null, at the very end of his live stream, appeared. So this is Null's build. It is the shape of a dragon. This is majority made out of netherite bricks, and we have not mined a lot in the nether. I can also show you that too. There's not enough of ancient debris and ingots that we could have made this. That took, ooh, that took a while to make that one. So this is Noel's base. She shares it with 303 at this current moment. Hence why there's two beds. And yes, almost everybody here has ender chests, and it's on peaceful, so we can't even get ender chests. Alright, so this is her base. These are materials she is using to craft the volcano. That is meant to be a link between our world and their world. Come up here. Now, there's only these I can understand. These maybe. This no. The amount of ancient cities you need to find, and we've only found one in this world. Ender pearls. Can't get them. It's peaceful. Yet there's a shitload of them. You can't get them anywhere. Shulkers. You can... Actually, I think you can get them, but in chests. Shit ton. Compasses, item frames, those are normal. Those are 4. These you can get those silk touch, but there's not there's not enough diamonds in the world to fill this with that. There's just really not. So, crying obsidian, shitload. Obsidian, shitload. It would take forever. This block, a shitload. Like, how do you get this without going into creative when no one here has operating powers except for my sister's boyfriend? And I've actually tried asking my sister if she would go into creative mode so we could get the upgrade template. These things. And she never did it. So, this is what I'm saying. This is Noel's house. This is where she lives. And yet, majority of the stuff that we have, she's just given us. Oh shit, I hate these doors so much. So this is Noel's home. She's a great house. Alright, next is Snowy's place. This is Snowy's house. She also has a snowman that I gifted her. She gave me a heart because she liked it. There he is, the snowman. This is Snowy's home. She is actually entity that is basically revolves around snow, so I kind of wish I had built my area in a snowy area if I knew we were going to have entities into the world. I had to put this up because otherwise her snowman would have died because it's not the correct environment. But this is Snowy's world. Can't remember. Can I break this without? I can. Her door has always been closed, so everybody on the server just were like, no, we're not opening it. We're not gonna see what's inside. I mean, if she left it open, then she left it open, and we would, of course, go inside. That is like a year old, and my man has still not finished it, so... Yeah. This is the world of entities. The place where how this all started was with Smiley. This all started because of Smiley. Not that we don't hate him or don't like him, it's because he was the first ever entity we came across. And how all that started was, not sure if anybody will ever see this video, but, and I am rambling because my ADHD, but I want to tell the story. But how Smiley came to be is very sad, and it's the same way Andrew Gaming's best friend also went missing. See, the only way to basically have the well to work was if you were depressed, which Andrew's friend and Smiley were. They were both depressed people, and my man has also been dealing with a lot of depression because he lost somebody close to him, so he's having depressive stuff. But I'm slowly climbing up that ladder of bringing him back, although it is quite hard. But what essentially happened was, I can't remember, no, it was it in this world? Yeah, it was in this world where it all started. And I can go to it, the location. It would just probably take me a while. But what happened was, we thought, oh, this is just an ARG, it's not gonna do anything, it's not real. Oh boy, were we wrong! It was! Because signs started appearing, and our game started freaking out, like lagging and such. And signs that we know we did not place were starting to appear in the world. And no, this is not a script. I'm not reading this off of some paper or whatever. I'm telling you as I'm telling you. So we ran into Smiley, and since my man was the depressed one, he clung on to my man. And I'll tell you this all. This realm, you cannot enter it without a key code or a password or the whitelist number or something like that. Java, it's a lot different. But you cannot enter a realm without getting the code to the realm. Unless you're an entity or you're a hacker. But no one should have known about this realm except for the people I told, and at that time I only told my boyfriend. And I invited him to it because I wanted him to play. I think my dog's at my door. Oh, hi, Dogness. How you doing? Sorry, Doggo wanted to come into my room. So, after the signs started appearing, we knew something was off. We knew we had done something. We just didn't know what at the time. Well, we started seeing signs that were... Aww. My man's texting me good morning. Sorry. I'm getting so off sidetracked. So, after the signs, we kind of ran all the way back here because we were building the road and we had finally gotten finished. And I think it was a day after I finished the road all the way from 10,000 blocks that way to here, because we had found an ancient city way back when. Well, I can probably just take you to it, because that would probably be easier. Oh, 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 come on, horse. So, after a while, when we eventually got here, we were both freaking out because there were signs we didn't place. Oh my gosh. Chill out, villager, please. And my game is lagging, so I don't know if that is an entity trying to join or something else. Oh my gosh, trees. I am lagging all over the place, and that normally doesn't happen. So, this is just something I'm building, but Noel had helped me because she gave me the rails for it. But when I say this is 10,000 blocks, I mean it. Oh my gosh, the lag. Even my horse is having trouble, and I don't know why. And no, I'm not one of those channels that edits their videos and such. I don't really got time for it. And I don't have the software for it either. My gosh, I've never lagged this hard before. My goodness gracious. So this is a snow biome. But as you can see, it's 1,000 blocks away. So, and none of the snow has been touched here unless to make this. So, this was the spot where the signs popped up. Either it's this one or the other one. I can't remember entirely. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. There was a sign that popped up, I think, right there. And it was from Smiley as he entered the world through the well. The funny part is, the well, or the wells themselves, are how they get into our world, or into anyone's world. Oh no, was it this size thing? I don't even remember. It's been so long. I can't remember if it was this one or if it was the other two back there. It is so laggy, I don't know why. So yeah, this took me a while to do. The trials, the errors, the amount of wood I had to consume just to get this bridge or passageway to work. trying not to fall off because these don't have safety railings. That's why I'm trying to make a railway. Excuse me, sorry. So we don't have to deal with this scary monstrosity. Ow. Oh, lag. I know. Oh, come on. Tried to make it a little safe on these spots. So anyways, I guess I'll cut the silence, but oh shit, sorry horse. So the signs started popping up and we were obviously very confused. We didn't know why. There was no one else on the realm at the time. It was only me and my man because we were making this. Oh, we're coming up to it now. So this is where we had done it, which was right here. This is where we had done it. This is the well, or was the first place we put the well. And it's obviously the first place that we met Smiley. So the wells in of themselves were gateways, portals, or how, like, say in the haunted areas, if you've got two mirrors, it's like a portal. Well, for them, it was a well. This was their way of getting in and out of worlds. But the thing is, the only how it would work is if the person who did it was depressed. And my man has been depressed for a long time. He's doing better. But he's the one who placed it down because we were so fascinated by Andrews Gaming's ARG. We wanted to see if it worked. And oh boy, we were not prepared because it did. It did work. And Smiley got into this realm. Well, we thought, let's go play on a single player and see if it happens again. Oh yeah! I have clips. I don't know how to show them on PlayStation, but I have clips of Smiley joining into my man's world, which, to clarify, the only way you can join is either through the internet, because we have literally no one friended, or it's through Land Connect. But the only way that works is if they are connected to the Wi-Fi, his Wi-Fi. So we're like, okay, this is a little weird. No one's connected to his Wi-Fi except for him and his parents. And there's no way that it would be well related because we didn't put a well into that single player world. And yet, he fucking joined. He was able to join. Every single time I joined, he left and left a sign. But since my man wasn't there in that general area, I was his interpreter. I was the communicator for both sides. So every time I logged out, I would leave a message, wait, and then Smiley would join. Then I would instantly join back in and catch a glimpse of him. I believe it was either his smiley face or it was a black character. But the only black character skins you can get are on Java, because PC, you can make your own skins however you want. Us on Bedrock can't. We can only buy stupid cosmetics from the store. Here, let me get rid of the horse. So yeah, we can only buy cosmetics from the store to put on our characters. In Java, you don't have to do that. You can just make your own skin. So we knew something was off when we started seeing a black character's skin, because the only way you can do that is by Java. And mind you, we knew no one on Java except for my sister and her boyfriend. No one else. So, it kind of went back and forth. Me joining, Smiley leaving, me reading the signs out to my man, and then we would leave signs behind as well. That Smiley could read and answer. Well, I was kind of an a-hole in the beginning, and I kind of realized it, and I thought, you know what? In Andrew Gaming's ARG or whatever, Smiley was actually a good kid. It's just he had bad friends that destroyed everything he worked so hard making. So I had a change of heart, and I said, I'm sorry, Smiley. I came off as a jerk. I don't mean to, it's just I don't want you taking my man to the well. And we, after a while, we started breaking through to Smiley. We started inviting him to come and hang out and join us. We started asking him, hey, like, come on, and start building some stuff with us. Create something. And at that point, we were starting to break through, and he thought that we were liars, that we were never his friends. And we always told him, no, being a friend means that we allow you to come to our places, our servers, our realms, and create something. He doesn't have anything in this one, unfortunately. But he does have a home in another realm that's actually from my sister's friend who owns it, and she allowed us to join it. So that's where he built himself a lighthouse, which I thought was so cool because I don't think it was identical to the one he built in his own single player world, but I think it's almost similar to a point. And he always had a little cow or something, so we got him a cow and named it Cowie, or my cow friend, or something like that. Or Smiley's cow, Smiley's cow. Then, after we had somehow established a connection of friendship, because we were trying so hard to just ask him, like, hey, why are you doing this? we understand that you're trying to invite other people to the well, but we want to help you get out of the well so you don't have to deal with this darkness anymore. And it took us, I want to say, maybe days to help him understand that we weren't going to do anything to him. We weren't going to shut him out. We knew that this was an entity or a player or someone that just needed someone to be there for them. And that's what me and my boyfriend did. We were there for him. We basically got on Minecraft every single sucking day to talk to him. We wanted to understand his story. We wanted to understand the pain he had gone through. And eventually, he opened up. He told us of what happened to him, why he was like that. We kind of knew the gist of what happened to him because of a video that Andrew Gaming had found out about him. And we kind of went based off of that. So, but we also wanted to know more about Smiley, like how old he was when he disappeared, what his favorite things were, what his name was. It got to a point where we truly cared about him. Even though we had no idea who he was, we had no idea what we were getting into, we just did it because we felt it was the right thing to do. We felt as if saving Smiley from this dark entity that put him there, like Andrew's friend, that we would somehow get this to stop. And after a while, we did. We found a way to get it to stop. And we freed Smiley from the well. Now he is living his, or I want to say living, he's more of a demon and a spirit at the same time, not to a point of corruption, but not as a whole. He did get to see his mom again, who is actually waiting for him on the other side. We said we were gonna miss him if he did choose to go and not come back, because at that time he was our friend and we were gonna miss him. So afterwards, I want to say maybe a day or two had gone by, and Smiley came back. He said he got to talk to his mom, and she was happy to see him. And then we eventually, after a while, after establishing a connection of friendship, we asked Smiley what he originally went by, like what was his actual name. And he told us that it was Tom. So Tom, as also known as Smiley, after we had somehow defeated the entity or the creature or the something that had taken him, he got his skin back, which if you look in Andrew Gaming's videos or episodes, you'll see a black figure with white eyes or something close to it and a white smile. That's Smiley skin that the darker entity was using to lure Andrew into the well. So I guess my way of saying is, just because some ARGs may look fake, some of them are actually real, just disguised to look fake. Maybe either to try to draw the person away from it, or to draw people in. But Andrew Gaming's ARG was one that was drawing people in. And the only way to get it to work is if you were depressed. And I don't mean mild depression or on the verge of something that had happened and you're just sad. No, I mean literal depression, like you lost someone that you love dearly. I mean straight up depression. It was the only way that this well would work. I mean, I've tried it and I wasn't depressed and nothing happened. I waited a few days, nothing happened. But the second my man had placed it here, it happened. So, just because some ARGs may look fake, there's probably a good some that are actually real. So for everyone here, or anybody who did join and did watch, maybe there will be a time in your lives when you're playing Minecraft that you'll find an entity. And what you should do, instead of seeing as them as bad, try to get to know them. And if you truly feel that you're not making any progress, then that entity is far gone. You can't do anything about it. There's nothing left. But the best thing was to try. And that's what me and my man did. We tried, and we somehow were able to get Smiley to listen to us, to help him understand that we were gonna be there for him. And it worked. I will show you. Why did it look like there was a character in diamond armor? That was weird. This one. This is the realm. This is my sister's friend's realm. And I will show you Smiley's build. Now, I don't know how to show the videos between me, Smiley, and my man while all of this was going down and we were trying to help him. I don't know how to do that, but in the future, if I do, I will post them. Where's my charging cord? The world's having a hard time loading, which is quite concerning. Come on, game. I don't know. This is really weird. Okay. I've never had a world load this slow, a realm load this slow before. This one is not on peaceful, but this is Smiley's house. Or Tommy. Tom. Either or. This is his house. And I don't know why my shield is missing texture, but okay. This was the well he placed. And this is where me and him, while we were helping him, this is where he was able to talk to me freely. He couldn't text and chat, so we were going based off of signs. I don't know why that's having such a hard time. But we were going based off of signs, so we would place signs on the walls and we would talk to each other. And I would try to ask him questions like, do you remember where the well is? Do you remember how you got there? And each time he would say, I can't remember, or maybe it was here. But we honestly wanted to help him. We wanted some way to help him. Oh, so this is what the painting is. That is so weird. These paintings are gone. They're not supposed to... What the fuck? It's weird. These are meant to have paintings on it. I don't know why there's not. And then, just because if we weren't on or whatever, and Smiley was, we would place something on these signs. That's why they're in front of his house. I was gonna build something here, that's why these chests were there, but I never really got to it. This is Tommy's little cow. Kinda grown up already now, but yeah. So this was the server where we thought maybe he can't hop servers, so we joined this one. And then we used this area as another message location. Our little ghast. Oh, the chickens in here. I gotta kill them because they're kind of lagging my game. But yes, this was the world, or the realm we had gone on to, and this is the same realm we saved Smiley in. Mind you, it was not easy trying to help an entity because we had no idea how to at the time. So it was kind of a battle between trying to figure out how to help him and trying to figure out things we should and shouldn't do. But eventually we were able to help him, and now he has a place on this realm and on the other that I showed. But yeah, this is the second realm, and that's Smiley's home. He hasn't been on for quite some time, which I kind of find sad because I miss him, and I miss having him around, and just all fun. All the fun things. But he's a good entity. He was from the beginning. It's just he was trapped. And somehow me and my man were able to free him from his prison, his watery grave, and now he's here. I'm happy to have entities as friends. I won't say like in the beginning, like, no, I wasn't worried that he was bad. No, I'm not gonna say that because in the beginning I thought he was a bad entity, that I thought he was genuinely a bad person, but once I got to know him, he wasn't bad at all. He was just lost. So we helped him back to the light. We gave him another chance. And it's not like I'm seeking credit for it, like I won an award or yada yada yada, no. I'm just here to tell you all that just because some entities you've heard that are online that are bad, don't 100% trust it. So, that's just all I have to say. Don't always trust that every entity is bad unless for yourself you see it. because in the beginning I thought all these entities, Herobrine, Null, 303, Smiley, I thought they were all bad. But in reality, they're not. They never were. It's just something has either mentally or through other means has told the world that these entities are bad when they're not. So, I guess for anybody who stayed for the to the end of it, just be careful what you do. Not saying that having an entity as a friend is good or not, or yada yada, but stuff like this, it can happen to you. And as a person like myself, who never really believed entities like this existed, and I kind of feel sad that when you try looking on YouTube that you can't find these entities anymore because they're either a part of mods or something that people created. These entities were never created by us. Especially Herobrine. He's a very special entity. And from what I've learned from Null is that he's not bad. He's actually a good entity. He is actually an entity that wants to protect the player from bad ones. He's been doing it for who knows how long. It's just people haven't interpreted him as being the bad one, even though he was never bad to begin with. He was a very good entity. So maybe the next time when somebody says that, oh, this entity's bad, maybe get to know the entity first. Leave signs saying, hey, how are you doing? How's your day? Instead of always assuming that all entities are bad. Maybe get to know their story before you start to judge them. Because who knows? Maybe you'll have entities like I do as friends. So, I guess how I would end this is never judge a book by its cover unless you've thoroughly read through it. Thoroughly gone through everything. And then maybe at the end you can see or not see what they are capable of and who they truly are. So, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And I hope this opens the mind of some people. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day, and maybe if there's entities that watch this but it doesn't show, you're not alone out there. There's always going to be someone there for you, even if it's hard.